What to do, people? It's here on the streets, and now I've got another video. You know what you hear. So the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter has come out, and yeah, you're gonna get my reaction, and let's get into it. So, Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 151. Alright, open. The link is gonna be in the description. I realized I haven't been doing that as consistently as I should have. So yeah, let me get into it. Alright, perfect preparation. I am a genius. Okay, the image is Naoya. Everyone told me that I'll be the next clan head, succeeding my father, but there was also a failure of the Zeni clan, a man that doesn't have an ounce of cursed energy. I wondered how disheartened a man he would be, so they showed Naoya running, and then he shot at the bottom, because he says, I wondered what sort of miserable face he would have. And he's looking up at Toji's knees, and Toji ain't even looking at the guy. He's just like, yeah, about my business, focused on my mission, about to hunt classes. And yeah, it looks kind of cold. Like, he looks kind of dead in the eyes as well. It's hard to tell. Well, not dead as in like, yeah, he just looks cold. Anyway. Alright, so we pan back and it's the fight with Naoya versus Maki, and he's using the frame technique. Okay, that's a new effect. So like he got Maki in the frame, then he must have broke the frame and like broke through a wall, kicking Maki through. Okay, that's actually quite cool. Okay. To see this fight animated would be pretty damn interesting, because he broke through a couple buildings on his attack. Nice. And now Maki's obviously calm in a way. And well, now you're still in pursuit. He's saying, you are, okay, he kicks it into another cliff. You are not Toji. Okay, cool. Now he's in the zone, let's say. So then Maki's saying 6, 7, 8, 13, 14. The sin of a small fire is not understanding what true strength is. Maybe that's why nobody could understand Toji-kan, except perhaps Satoru-kan. And Maki's groaning whatever, and she's still getting sent flying by the guy. Okay, and now you're just vexed, like you're not him, shouting, grabbing her foot mid-air, slamming her into more of like the surroundings. Okay, this is a little bit crazy. Now he's putting in work. We see what he's capable of in a proper fight. Alright, throws him to a cliff, and then stuff it says, the one who will finish standing, the strongest, and it shows Satoru and Toji side by side. And it looks like Toji's a little bit further ahead. I wonder if that's supposed to say, okay, Gojo is like #1 right now. I mean, he did beat him, so yeah. Maybe I'm just chatting wise, who knows. So yeah, anyway, okay, Maki's recovered now, and she's bursting through a wall. Oh no, it's not. Is it Maki recovered, or is it him just continuing to attack? Because he then says, the one who will finish standing, the strongest, is me. And he hits Maki on the face. Maki stumbles, and Maki even admits that this isn't going well. Okay, so now there's a little bit of an explanation. The projection curse technique does not allow you to move in a way that excessively breaks the laws of physics or trajectory. The speed is also limited by the body's acceleration when activating the technique. However, when the technique is repeatedly stacked upon yourself, the speed can be increased. Okay, so now he says to himself, I won't stop now, I won't screw up like last time, referring to his fight against Choso. And then they're going through the whole power equals mass. Power is mass and speed. Bringing in Newtonian physics and that. Alright, cool. Let's keep on going. Then he says, I shall wipe you out you to maximum speed. And he's doing a lot. Now we see a clap. And then, okay, Maki takes a stance called the Shiranui style. So Mai exchanged her life in order to free her from cursed energy and give to a body as strong as steel. However, Maki had lost blood during the fight with Ogi, or Oji, whatever, Followed by a battle with the Hay Squad, Maki concluded that a drawn-out fight with Naoya, who has already reached subsonic speed, is unfavorable for her. So a head-on fight, you say? That's what Naoya thinks. And then Maki's like, coming for a hug. Alright. So he comes in, and then Naoya slaps Maki on the arm. And now there's another explanation. Wow, there's a lot of talking. That sounded like A out there. Alright, so while the technique is activated, anything touched by Naoya's palm must also abide by the 1 out of 24 frames per second rule when moving. Otherwise, the target will freeze for 1 second. If they fail, 1 second. Naoya is still moving at top speed. So I take it Maki is frozen a little bit. And now Naoya's thinking again, even if it means sacrifice. And so Naoya again says, even if it means sacrificing a rib, you plan on taking my attack on, don't you? I won't take such pathetically obvious bait. I suspected you're fake. And then he sees a fist in his face. Now, if you have seen my little raw reaction on TikTok, you know what's coming up next. So Maki's just standing there like, yeah, cool, so it's 24 times, right? Now, Bito and you are not just extremely fast. I can feel something was off. Your movements are split into 24 every second. With this body, I can finally see them clearly. And now it's like, you are and then he gets slumped. One bang does it. Oh, charge that to like what? Luffy punching what? You know, the Celestial Dragon back in the Archipelago. I do not know how to pronounce that word. But the Archipelago. And yeah, that's it. Wait, so what image did I see? Oh right, they just zoomed in on his face. You even see the print of Maki's fist in his face. Blood out. He is knocked out. One punch man, one punch woman. Here's your wife. Alright. And Maki's like, yo, can you repeat that? Cold. And there's no break. So I wonder what's gonna happen next. And yeah, victory. That's the end of the chapter. To be expected, to be honest. But now we know what Maki is capable of. But yeah, as always, if you like what I do, yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think is gonna happen next? Because right now, I can't lie, this seems like an maybe it's just a case of matchups, but it seems like Maki had a little bit of struggle here. Whereas if this was like Toji, would he have had the same struggle? Who knows? But yeah, I'm just saying. For the streets, everyone, even me, I was like, you know what, maybe Maki's just Toji level, but I feel like now, just because of that, she's a little below, but then again, she's had the odds stacked against her because of her weakness and the fights prior. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you all next week. Adios.